So I'm back underneath the car. I've removed the right exhaust bracket to get access to that banjo bolt. Now I can get underneath. That exhaust bracket went like that, and it had 2 bolts just there, just like that, or like that, I think. Yeah, that hole there, not that one, that one. Okay, so now we can get to that banjo bolt just there.
The banjo bolt is really doody hard.
That banjo bolt is hard.
Red card, Daddy, because its span is hard.
Okay, that banjo bolt is now done up, and the way I did it was I didn't use a socket, I used 3 adjustable spanners to be able to just turn it, and I've done it fully tight. This thing is changing the gasket from the downpipe to the cat. That's the part number, and this goes in there like that. There's also another gasket which goes between the 2 exhausts, cat and the exhaust, smaller one, and that's the part number. Okay, so what you do is there's the cat, there's the exhaust, and there is the gasket goes in between. Now the only way I can think about doing it is just sliding it in, and I'll just do that now. And I believe you can just see it in between there. It won't focus, I'm afraid. Nothing I can do. It won't fucking focus. Focus. There you go. So there it is in between the 2, and then we're going to clamp them together with the 3 40mm bolts. I had an absolute shit feast putting these 3 bolts on here, as I couldn't get it on. But now it's done. Oh yes, I had to loosen that bracket, which now I'm going to tighten up. Now, to be able to get it on, the bolts to the cat are on, and I've put the oxygen sensor back in. Haven't we, Tom?
Yes, we have.
Down here where the laser is 2 bolts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. From above there, 1, 2. With my laser there, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there's a another bracket on just the side down the bottom there, here, where I do up this right hand exhaust bracket, downpipe bracket from above. Now I've placed the metal thing on the back with 2 bolts, 1 and 2. So now I'm putting the engine mount bracket back on, 4 bolts there, 2 bolts there, slide it in, and then a through bolt through. Okay, and then that's all tightened up, and now it's the 3 bolt slides through the mount like so. And at the other end, this little shitty nut goes over the 3 bolt there. Let me tighten that up now. Now that's tightened up there, and also while I was down here I put on the lower, I don't know if you can see it, the second section of the heat shield thing there. I'm going to get the wheel back on and lower the car back down. That's the wheel down, and the car now back on solid ground. Now refill it with coolant that we've lost. Trunk area, just under here, is the bleed point for the radiator, like so. So it's bleeding it, doing this. Next thing we'll do is we'll prime up the turbo with oil. I've removed this. Yeah, that's fine. I removed the spark plugs. I've taken the EFI fuse out, and then we'll just basically turn the engine. EFI fuse back in, lid on, click. Spark plug thingy-majiggity's back in, click, 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 click. Now I've put on the two heat shields, one heat shield there and the side heat shield there on the cat, and we're tightening up 3 bolts here, and I've just put 2 bolts. I haven't put 3 on that one, just for ease of getting off later. Click. Taking off the plastic protective cap, I've put on the dump valve to the intercooler pipeline. I'm going to tighten that all up, and then we'll put on the hose that connects these two together. Okay, got that pipe on there to the intercooler. Next pipe I've got onto the throttle body from the intercooler. Now I've got the intake onto the side of the turbo where the protective cap was. I've connected the PCV crankcase thingy on, and I've connected this vacuum hose to the other end of the dump valve. And now time just to put the air filter on. Now that's the air filter on. Now we'll connect this whatever sensor on. Like so. So now it's time to start the engine. That isn't, it's to put the strut bar back on. Right, that's the X strut bar, and now we're going to put on the side piece back. Don't forget to put on the earthing cable. Right, that's the side back on, complete. Woohoo! Finally! Finally! Yay! Now you can let that go. We use a special bungee cord technique. What?
Stand on.
So let's start the engine and let it idle for 3 minutes. Right, here we go. We're going to start the engine. Put the key in. Immobiliser. We've got power. Let it idle for 3 minutes. We have tested the car, it works, it boosts, so we've treated ourselves to a special McDonald's treat to celebrate. If you want to know how to remove a turbo from an MR2, then please watch all these videos in reverse.